light and heat. Time to take a stand, boys. Time to make a choice. Time to find our courage. Time to be deployed. Make our only stand here. Make our roads complete. All we waited for now, past the future meet. Get your weapons ready. Kiss loved ones goodbye. Now our time is coming, and it is not the time to cry. Fight the war. Fight the war. Fight the war. Oh, who cares why we're fighting? It's about the fight. Let the writers writing settle wrong from right. In the time of conflict, when the bullets fly, in the space of seconds, a life you cannot buy. Face the facts before you, face the simple truth. We're hopelessly outnumbered, it's tragic but it's true. Make your last formation, take the final road. Now it's time for endings, now it's time to go. Fight the war. Oh, fight the war. Fight the war.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm fighting the war because it's a Saturday. I mean, it's a Friday. I know what day it is. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Arvanauts, to a Friday night stream. It is April 5th, 2019, about 10 minutes to 10 p.m. Eastern, and it is good to see everybody. Welcome to the March's Patreon chosen game of the month, which we're finally able to get in because I finally have it, and that is Blade Runner. I'm really looking forward to playing this. I hope you folks are looking forward to seeing it played, and I'm going to get started on it in just a minute, but before I do that, just a couple of reminders about ways to support the stream, and a couple of reminders about another big thing going on. Kind of a thing about a library, maybe something going on with a library, so to speak. But before I get there, just a couple of reminders about ways to support the stream. If you haven't done so already, please follow the channel. That is always appreciated. Following the channel is important and allows more people to come, and we're right now sitting at, I think, and I also forgot to mention, and please double check and make sure that you have not accidentally been unfollowed or lost notifications, because Twitch is doing this thing, which I hate, again, where they're going around and sending and basically taking people off of lists, and it really drives me nuts. Oh my god, Dragon Spear with a resub, the 21 total month resub. Thank you so much, Dragon Spirit. Thanks, dude. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Thank you as the resub continues. It has been a first timer. Very nice, Ballsteg. Welcome in. Well, for those of you who are first timers, I will mention that welcome first of all. For those of you who've been here before, they usually remove. They like go and then they'll be like, well, we haven't seen you in this channel, even if you have been in a channel, and then they'll just unsubscribe you, and so that can be a problem. Your first Twitch, is that true? Is that really true? It's your first Twitch ever? Or are you trolling? I'm curious because if it is your first Twitch, I am honored. I just wanted to wonder if that was, I just was curious if that was actually the case. I am honored. First time ever. Awesome. Well, welcome. And hopefully we can put our best face forward, and our best foot forward, and put our best face for Twitch in front of us. Thank you for being here. So yeah, just make sure that you check your notifications, everyone, because again, Twitch has been unsubscribing people. I shouldn't say unsubscribing, but unnotifying people from different channels, which is kind of frustrating. So just double check and make sure everything is up to date. Following the channel is important. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to check out the YouTube, where you can see past broadcasts of this and many other streams. ! ArvTube for that. Discord is the where we hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams on our Discord server, which is always hopping. ! Arvcord for that. The Twitch, I should say. No, Twitter is ! Arvtweets. And while I'm on that subject, I noted that Commander Dunsel was kind enough to. Oh my God. And Commander Dunsel, wow. Dude, thank you, Commander Dunsel. A gift sub. So see, wow, Ballstick shows up and 3 seconds later, he's already given a sub. Wow. Thank you, Commander Dunsel. That is very kind of you. Thank you. That is really cool. Enjoy the sub badge. See, now you get your own cool custom sub badge, which you can see in there. And you can also use the emotes in the channel, about which more in just a minute. Thank you again, Dunsel. That's very kind of you. So yeah, Twitter, ! Arvtweets, and ! Tweet will allow you to retweet the stream. And please do that, as Dunsel was kind enough to do, because again, we like to broaden this out beyond just the main Twitch community. You have to figure out exactly just happened. I know. Yes. What happened? It's nothing. It just means that you are now obligated to give all of your personal information over. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm just joking. That's not the case. But anyway, so ! Arv tweets, ! Arv tweets will get you over to that. Hey, what's up, Shadowed? ! I've mentioned the Arv Cord and the Discord. Oh, and the last thing, of course, is the website, arvaneleron.com. The last couple things I want to mention are the financial ways to support the channel. If you haven't done so, please check out the merchandise area, ! Arv Shop for that. The Patreon, which is kind of the financial backbone of the channel, is ! Arvtreon, currently sitting at $333.96. This is what allows you to inspire players in my tabletop campaigns. You get a copy of one of my band's albums if you support at a high enough level. You can actually get a professional critique of your writing if you support at a high enough level. You can get an epic character background or epic poem written about you by yours truly. So there's a lot of different stuff you can do there. And last but certainly not least, the sub button. And now Ballsteg knows all about what that is because he just had a sub given to him, which allows him to use these emotes. Now I need to mention these emotes because thanks to our good friend Shadowed Mage, we have two new ones. So you already know that if you subscribe at tier 1, you get to use this emote, which is Arvane, Arvane, uppercase H, lowercase YPE. And you can use that at any channel across Twitch, not just mine, right? But we now have two new ones. First of all, we have Arvane Woe. That can be used anywhere on Twitch. And we have Arvane What? Both of those can be used anywhere. So all those three that you just saw, if you subscribe at tier 1, you can use anywhere on Twitch on any channel. And I encourage you to use them far and wide to broaden, out the reach and have people be like, oh, cool, how do I get these emotes? If you are subscribing at a higher tier, tier 2, you get to use this, which is the Arvane Quill. And then last one is, of course, at tier 3, you get to use that. Arvane is so good. So, you know why I did that? It was weird, Shadowed. I changed it to Arvane Woe because it said that I already had an Arvane champ. So I was like, all right, So, and I actually thought that Arvini Woe was kind of cool anyway, so I was like, fine, that actually kind of fits. Now we've got Arvini Woe, Arvini What, and if all goes well, we're going to have an Arvini which Kilobyte's going to be doing pretty soon for us. So that's the deal with that. So anyway, those emotes are available to you if you subscribe. So again, thank you so much, Ballstick, for being here. Thank you for the gift sub, Dunsel, and please, if you folks haven't done so already, please consider subbing or supporting that way. And the last thing, of course, I have to mention, which is really important, is this thing you see right above the chat window, and that is the Forbidden Library. The Forbidden Library, which is right there, Tales and Tomes for the Forbidden Library. We have funded, folks. We funded today, actually. We are funded, which is really super cool. I am very excited about it. And we are now into stretch goal moment. So we have funded at 8,000. We're actually now at 8,165. And now we get to the stretch goals, and now is where things get really awesome, because we are only 26 backers away from getting a bunch of full color digital maps. We are only now about a little less than $1,900 now. I think it's actually $1,835 if I'm doing my math properly, from getting a set of new contributors to the Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, and other things are going to start popping up in terms of stretch goals and stuff like that. At 15,000, we get full Roll20 integration. At 20,000, I write a short story within this world. Yes, it worked. It is your first emote, and it did successfully work. Good stuff. Thank you, Dunsel. And so I want to say, first of all, thank you to everybody who has supported so far. The fact that we funded with 2 weeks to go is really awesome. I really appreciate it. It makes a big difference now, because now we can spend all of our time really making this into something super great. Now it's not just, now we know it's going to happen, so now we can definitely spread the word and let people know this is absolutely happening and get a bunch more people on board, so we can just continue to broad this up. So that would be really, really great. So that is, again, the Forbidden Library Kickstarter, and I will be happy to talk more about that as time goes on. If we hit 8,300 tonight, we will have another giveaway, which I've been doing periodically throughout. Last thing I want to mention is I talked a bit about this already during the stream earlier today when I was doing my creative writing stream, but I did want to mention that the schedule is now getting set up. So we are playing Blade Runner tonight. D&D with viewers is going to be tomorrow night, starting somewhere around 7 p.m. Eastern, roughly speaking. And then next week, we have got the Gamebook illustration stream with Terry Tunes. We have got Thronebreaker. I'll be wrapping it up finally on Tuesday. And then we've got Emberwind on Thursday, and next Friday we've got Esper Genesis. And on Saturday we have, and I still can't believe I'm saying this, and I'm knocking on wood multiple times, the full crew, all 6 players from Curse of Strahd, Infinity Beyond Curse of Strahd, will be with us, supposedly for both sessions in April, which would be amazing. Thank you, Try Guy MD. Thank you. And thank you to everybody who made this. One of my PCs made a bard. Part of his background story is family are nobles and give to money to various places to keep them from going out of business. One of those places is a library. Guess what I'm going to be doing? That's awesome, Snicer. Yeah, it's really been interesting to me to see how many libraries people have been talking about, and like how much they've been like, oh yeah, this is exactly the kind of thing I wanted. So I couldn't be more pleased about it, and I'm just very, very happy about how well it's gone. As I mentioned, I have a couple of these publishing projects, a few of them that are coming up this year, all of which I'm excited about, and so I'm just super glad that this has done well, and that we're going to continue to get a chance to push now over the next 14 days. So please spread the word, let your friends know it's definitely happening, it's funded, and so because it's happening, they should jump on board so they can get some of this cool stuff. And thank you to all those who supported it. It really does make a difference. Okay, now with that said, I'm going to get rid of this. I am going to get rid of this, and I am going to turn on that. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you all. Hope everyone is doing well. And I am back after spending time with the daughter and hanging out with her. It was cold today, by the way, in New York. It was definitely cold. Oh, my webcam is... Hold on a minute. My webcam is not going to look like that. Give me a second. That's not what I meant to do at all. I is pro streamer. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's turn that and that and that. Okay, there we go. Much better. So just a couple of things I wanted to mention that I was doing this and getting ready for this, and it was cold. Like, it was really, really cold. Thank you, Ballsteg, for the follow. I appreciate it. Gets the sub first and then is able to follow because of Commander Dunsel. But it was cold today. It was actually sleeting outside, so it was definitely, we're still in early April, so it usually have another week or so that actually happens to this as actually can occur. Oh, you met me at Gen Con. Oh, really? I don't know. I do. Would I mean, you don't have to tell your actual name if you don't want to. But I'm actually going to be curious to find out who that is because or who that was one of my maybe talks or panels or things like that. But that's awesome. I'm sure I do know you. No, I am sure I do. I'm sure that I do know you. I'm just curious about. I'm going to be really curious about who that actually is. But thank you though. I'm yeah. Oh man, I'm wondering. That's so cool. I'm curious about who it is. Anyway, I will figure it out later. But welcome. So, yeah. So anyway, it was cold and freezing, and I am glad that we're actually here to do Blade Runner. Now, just to prove, by the way, that this is in fact the legit thing. So I got sent. I ordered this from Games Gone Gold on Amazon, and so you can see that I actually have here discs on either side, and what they actually sent was this, which was a compatibility disc, because these things do not work in Windows 10 natively at all. You need something that actually makes this happen. So this thing here has everything. Like this compatibility disc has everything. It has the patch. It has the whole business all set, yes. And I was a little concerned about it because it like I knew that they had a decent reputation, but I was a little concerned about the whole setup of it. But I put it in, dragged it in, all that stuff, right? And then I started it and it was in full screen. Now, anyone who's ever done any streaming will tell you that full screen is a pain in the ass to try to stream because when you go full screen, it fouls up your windows, even on multiple monitors, and you can't really see what you're doing. And it's a pain. So I was like, oh crap, how am I going to get this thing to work? Coming to the rescue again is the unbelievably awesome DXWND. And can I just say that DXWND has saved me on so many occasions. It is such a good program. It basically allows you to run windowed mode almost any game that exists. So DXWND is so awesome. So this works, it functions, and I think it works pretty well. But because it's a little finicky, I wanted to wait until I actually, introduced all of you folks. Normally I start the game in the background and then I move over to the game, but I didn't do that this time because again, I'm a little nervous about how it's all going to work. So we're going to head over and move over to that and then sort of fire it up. And it may be, we'll have to kind of fiddle around with volumes and stuff, but we will get it working. And then we'll give this a try. I have never played Blade Runner. I actually was working at an electronics boutique when the game came out. So I remember very well. I think I even sold some copies, but I never played it myself. And I've been reading a lot of people talking about how much love there was for this game. So I am very interested to kind of see how this all comes out and plays out. So we will see how that happens. And let's do it. All right, so I pull open DXWND, the greatest of all things. Pull that open like that. There's this. Let's put that like that. Move that like that. And Blade Runner's up. All right, here we go. Everyone cross your fingers. Okay, that's promising. Now we need to expand this window. So again, bear with me for just a second while I do that. That looks close to being almost right. Whoa, what? Oh, really? Okay. Blade Runner is determined to be on top at all costs. All right, well, that's... All right, then. Yeah, the problem though, Shadowed, is that this is a kind of weird, like, it's either that or I'm gonna be letterboxing it, and I don't want to do that. Like, it's not stretched by much. This is very little stretch, honestly. Okay, so that's not working. I'm gonna have to adjust these things around to make them all work properly. So this is not gonna be quite right yet. But I will adjust as we go along. I did test this last night to make sure that it was working, but I had to, obviously there's some things I don't know where everything's going to be. Also, I don't have this did not come with a manual. All I got were the discs. And so I will be relying on people who have played this before to be able to do some of this stuff, because this is all going to be kind of, new to me. So as you see, I have like an ARV test game in there, but we're going to start with a whole new one here. So we're going to start with medium, and we're going to see how this all goes. How does that sound, by the way, right now? I know there's not a lot to go with yet. Go on yet. You can hear it a little bit? Okay, so we're going to see how that works. All right, here we go. And again, this may be too loud. I'll adjust it afterwards, but the cutscene is what it is. So here we go. Early in the 21st century, the Tyrrell Corporation advanced robot evolution into the Nexus phase, a being virtually identical to a human, known as a replicant. The Nexus 6 replicants were superior in strength and agility, and at least equal in intelligence to the genetic engineers who created them. Replicants were used off-world as slave labor in the hazardous exploration and colonization of other planets. After a bloody mutiny by a Nexus 6 combat team in an off-world colony, replicants were declared illegal on Earth under penalty of death. Special police squads, Blade Runner units, had orders to shoot to kill upon detection any trespassing replicant. This was not called execution, it was called retirement. You suppose you're new here, you've come and you love this game, point in the right direction with cannons. Thank you, Fireball Manabee. I may rely on you for that, because I've never played this before. November 2019. Guys, this is happening this year. Blade Runner confirmed this year. I teach, by the way, Do Android's Gym of Electric Sheep, which is a great book. And I always use Blade Runner, of course, alongside of it, even though Blade Runner is a very different film. So, yeah. You send me an email or two? Oh, yeah, Try Guy. Oh, thank you, dude. Thank you very much, actually, Dragon. Thank you. And
I'm
yes.
Leaving now.
Lucy, my sweet.
I cleaned out the tiger cage and sorted all the meal bins. So, if it's all right, it's my turn to fix dinner.
Haven't you forgotten something, little one? Just one little thing.
Mr. Runcer, please.
It's been a very long day.
I don't want to.
Now, Lucy, I thought we'd settled this last week. Don't let's forget who pays your salary. We're closed. Come back tomorrow. Wait, I haven't finished with you. I told you we're closed.
We're not here to buy, little man. We've come to sell.
You can't possibly have anything to interest me. These are extremely rare animals of the highest quality.
What a coincidence. So am I. That is the price for humility.
Oh, please, don't.
And what else might we interest you in today, sir? Perhaps some virtue?
Oh, not my
The bird
animals,
bought it.
Please, I'm begging you.
In this universe, it is nicer.
But what of honor, little man? At what price? Honor.
Oh my God, no! That tiger is the rarest specimen ever seen.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright. The forest of the night.
BR 61661, report to precinct headquarters, code 3, repeat code 3.
I was just finishing up my 12 out on patrol when I got the call. Welcome relief, considering that the most action I'd seen all night was a schizoid grandmother doing the shimmy in her underwear.
Thank you, Fireball. I will do that. This is pretty good. I mean, this is 97. This is pretty good for this, actually. You know, for 97. What's up, Wicked Lovely? Okay.
BR 61661, report to division headquarters,
Does it, Bone? That's good to know.
Last time I had a 3 was when some hooker vomited Thunderbird on Bryant's desk, and yours truly led the cleanup crew.
This is not
A year and a
intended to
half
be.
on the job, it was still the
This isn't
dirtiest work
Deckard,
I've
right?
seen. Where's Captain Bryant?
Took a sick day. Got himself a heinous case of ptomaine poisoning. He asked me personally to run the unit in his absence.
Gouza was one of the old-time guys who took their knocks in the streets. He had a friendly way about him,
Okay.
but you didn't want to turn your back on him if you were less than a friend.
We
Hope
hit
you've been
8,200.
enjoying your leisure time, kid.
Nice.
Because it's time to take that thumb out of your ass.
Hallelujah.
Don't get too excited. The other Blade Runners are all jammed up. Holden sucking dinner through a straw. Gaff's working the Tyrell break-in, and Steele's working special undercover. Looks like you got this one by default.
You really know how to make a girl feel wanted.
Animal murder done at Runciter Zoological.
Not bad
Started
voice
to be a
acting either.
schizoid glitz, but we got the call. Old man Runciter lost something like 1 billion chinions worth.
10 to 1, this ain't a job for Rep Detect.
You got something better to do? Perfect your French cooking, maybe?
Interesting. It's not bad voice acting. It's pretty solid. Also, hi Kilobyte, and hi
Slow
everybody.
tonight, Slim.
I thought you were on special assignment.
Wasn't too damn special after I had the suckers out.
What happened?
Couple of fours were masquerading as fibroplast insulators down at Kaiser. I dressed up like a nurse. They never had a chance.
I'll bet. You put him on the machine?
Hell no. There's a beautiful little thing in here called the Magic, and it ain't ever been wrong. You develop it, you got a brilliant career ahead of you.
I'm working on it.
What's Gouza got you doing tonight?
AM at Runciter's.
Animal murder. Oh, those skin jobs got no respect for anything that truly lives. and
Really,
breathes.
Bone?
And that goddamn Eldon Tyrell ought to be zipped into a body bag and flushed into deep space.
Get rid of him, we'd be out of a job.
I think we're all overdue for a little off-world paid vacation. You can stop staring at my ass now.
You got eyes in the back of your head?
All you gotta do is ask, Slim.
Right. So, and I'll talk about the Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep thing in a
Animal
second.
sales was a profitable and prestigious business since most real animals had died out after the Terran War. There were plenty of electric ones, though, powered by rechargeable batteries.
So the
No self-respecting human would own one of those frauds.
So that's interesting. So in the original book, so this is cool. So in the original book, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, Rick Deckard is the bounty hunter, basically the guy whose job it is to retire Andes, as they call them, androids. Replicants was a Blade Runner term that the movie introduced, but they're called androids in the book. In the book, World War Terminus has basically, essentially this nuclear war has meant that most people have had to move off-world to Mars. And to kind of encourage them to do this, leave Earth behind, the government sets up this whole structure where there are these androids that they can use essentially as servants/slaves. And androids are stronger than humans and and many of the sort of newer ones are so good that it's sort of hard to tell the difference. And the only real way to tell the difference is by using this thing called the Voight-Kampff test, which allows you to test and see essentially whether an android has empathy or not. Humans have an empathetic sense, and that book, by the way, the major theme of that book is empathy, the sort of, do you possess it or not? And remember, empathy is not sympathy, right? Sympathy is feeling sorry for someone. Empathy is feeling as if you could be in their position, as if you are them. And so empathy gets played out in a lot of different ways. So Deckard, basically one of his fellow bounty hunters, gets taken out, not killed, but close to it, by this rogue android who basically has fled back to Earth along with 5 others. And so his job is to try to find and retire these 6 androids, and he does it for a bounty. That's the foundation of the book. The game, again, the movie is very different in a lot of ways. Very good in its own right, but in some ways very different, substantially. But there are some similarities, including the use of the Voight-Kampff test and things like that. And yes, I will change my options as well. But yeah, and I can absolutely bump the game audio. In fact, I can do that right now. So I have the music down a little bit, so I'm going to up. So how does that sound volume-wise? Okay, that's good to know. Is that good? Okay. Now sound effects. How's that sound effect? Cool. I will get to that options in just a sec, Fireball. Let me just do the let me just take care of the volume here first. Is that okay? Volume sound all right? Okay. What about ambient sound? Okay, I'll drop that a bit. The voices were low. Okay.
I'm McCoy, LPD Rep Detect Unit.
All right, I'll bring up ambient sound a bit.
You find yourself fascinated. You're watching an old movie.
How's that?
Suck on this, skin job. Dog breath. Take your business elsewhere. You like cheese, Gordo?
How's that? Okay. And then I think we're good with the gamma correction. Now, these are the things you were talking about with conversation choices. So we've got polite, normal, surly, erratic. User choice. Okay, so this means I get to make the call, right? Okay. Now, the other question, yeah, it is pretty cool. The other question is this designer cut. What is that? What's the designer cut? Yeah, I know, that is a little weird, isn't it, Bone? Still, though, in general, this is pretty sweet, the fact that this works. That should be it. But what about the designer cut, though? Does anyone know what that is? Because I can enable it or not, but I don't want to enable it just for the hell of it, like, because I've never played this game at all. So I'd rather have closer to the vanilla experience, so to speak. I mean, leaving aside, I do want to have charge of my speech, so thank you for that. But, like, the designer cut, it's a trendy haircut. Very cute. Hey, Kilobyte, we got the 2 emotes that I mentioned are set. So once we get the Arvany Witch, which Kilobyte is working on, we will replace one of those with that, and we will be in good position, so that'll be awesome. There are less dialogue options with designer cut. Oh, well, I don't want that. Okay. So, okay, now, let's see. I'm going to save the game. I'm going to put this, I'm going to overwrite it. Okay. All right, now, here's the thing that so when I was testing this last night, and I didn't play much beyond this screen, I get, like, whenever it's the green and it's highlighted, it means you can find stuff. This obviously gets you back in your car. But the only other thing is, like, that allows me to pull out my gun. But other than that, everything is context sensitive, right? To cut down on the dialogue. I got you. Thanks. Thank you, Bone. So it's all context sensitive. So as long as I'm just holding over it, that allows me to do that. Okay. So.
Find something?
Piece of chrome.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse chrome. Bag it and tag it.
Cute. Horse chrome. The blue arrows are area transitions. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool.
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming.
Okay.
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
All right. Looks like that's the best.
Canvass the area.
All right.
Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
What do you mean what happened with my mic audio? What? What do you mean what? What happened? I didn't get any drop on my end. Oh, okay. So that runs. Okay. Cool. What's up, Ramir? It was staticky? How is it sounding now? Is it okay? Is it fine? Is it good? That brought it out a bit. What do you mean? It's check 1 2 2 2. Well, I mean, now I'm right on top of the microphone, so but I'm normally going to be here. Is this fine? How does this sound? I don't want it to be staticky, but like it should definitely not sound staticky. That's good. That's good. 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sibilants. Okay. All right. 95% of the time. Well, because like audio is very important to me, so he's overreacting. I will let you know. I will nonetheless. I will be aware of it. Just keep me posted. Oh, okay, so the
Judging
dude
from the distance between the prints, I was looking for two very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair.
So this guy did not die. Okay. All right. All right, let's talk to this dude.
McCoy, LPD.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was two men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Obviously. What'd they look like?
Big and scary and absolutely malevolent. I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
Thank you, Chrono. Thank you for the host, Chrono Travis. Ooh,
Can you think of anything they might have been after?
First, I thought they wanted money, but I don't keep any in the shop. Then I thought they wanted to steal my animals, but they started executing them.
Could they have been replicants?
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts?
nice little garden variety bigotry.
You ever do any business with the replicant manufacturers, Tyrell Corporation?
I resent that accusation.
Just wondering.
Officer, last May I personally sold Governor Kolvig an exquisite Bergeron colt. I have been a guest at his house on 3 separate occasions. Do I look like I need to carry artificial product?
Someone's a little sensitive. Whoa, how about I not shoot the guy?
Tell me about this Lucy.
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for about a month. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. A very attractive young thing.
How'd you find her?
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
You treat her well?
As well as any young tot should be treated.
She got a desk? Or someplace where she worked?
She used to eat over there. I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
Wow, like a young tart, huh? And when that whole thing went down where he was at the beginning where he's like, oh, I just need you to do one little thing. And she's freaking 14. Okay. Sigh.
I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
Anything else?
See if you can dig up that reference from Ogilvy's.
Yes, it's somewhere here. Just a moment. Here you are.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you.
I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
Stick around.
Okay.
I may not be finished with you.
This guy's a jackass. All right. So now we can take a look. Now, one of these things I saw, there was something about clues somewhere. Yeah, here we go. So these are the suspects. So there's Lucy, there's these two guys, and the clues. Chrome debris.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was
Graceful
looking for
footprints.
Judging from the distance, scratches and paint.
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
All right.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act.
Yeah, that's what I'm
She's
checking
the
right
young
now,
girl
I
who
think,
works
Fireball.
for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was two men acting in concert with her, obviously.
All this mayhem?
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for about a month. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. A very attractive young thing.
Okay, I got the idea. Resume game. Right, okay. So, lovely. Alright, let's,
My precious one. She was my baby.
Okay. Whoa.
A toy
Oh, no
dog.
problem, dude. Wait, what? Toy what? What now? Toy what? Toy dog? Also, I also have to say that there is a manifest weirdness about Philip K. Dick's work. If you've ever read Minority Report, you'll know what I mean. Or The Man in the High Castle, or like he's a tremendous writer, but like he's weird, and so there's a kind of oddness about some of his books. Certainly, there was a surreal sense of oddness about Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. So in a way, this sort of embracing that kind of fits. And Blade Runner was much the same way. Blade Runner as a movie feels very goofy, but it just embraces it so heavily, so completely, the style and everything else, that it really works. Okay.
Well, isn't that cute? Well, isn't that cute?
All right, what do we got on the desk?
A candy bar. Yuck.
Yuck? What the hell's wrong with you? Yuck. How now, brown cow? All right.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown, huh?
Howie Lee's in Chinatown.
That's a Chinese place. I don't know why that matters. But it might. Those bullet holes? Okay. Well, I have a few leads to work with. How much, is there a lot of pixel hunting within the game? Like, I mean, or is it reasonably, like, if you're in a particular area, you'll be able to, the hitbox will work. You know what I mean?
You got any discs from that camera?
It's irrelevant.
Okay.
Those murderers also destroyed the camera. Thousands of Jinyens worth.
Maybe it photographed them before they shot it out.
I guess you've got a point at that. I believe this is the disc from last night.
Thank you.
Peachy.
Oh, is it? Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna ask and see if this guy has anything else. Probably not.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you.
Okay, no, I'm finished with you. All right, let's save this. Okay.
I'm ruined.
Yeah,
Totally.
It didn't add up. Animal murders, the lack of any theft. The small animals alone were worth a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance.
All right, well, let's go check out some of these other places, shall we? Okay. So now, all right, Chinatown, Runsitter's Animals, Police Station, McCoy's apartment. Okay, I'm McCoy, right? That's my apartment, that's the police station. This is where I am right now. So, and I don't think there's anywhere else I can go map-wise here. So that means that I ought to go, I think, to Chinatown. Oh, no kidding, Ramya, really? Oh no, I'm getting the hint, I'm just ignoring it. I'm a cop, Dragon. Even in the dystopian future, I don't draw guns on people just for being jerks. Let's go to Chinatown. Time to go get us some Chinese food. Aha.
Real sushi was a luxury reserved only for the elite, since most sea life had become radioactive after the Third Terran War. The rest of us had to eat new such, soya mixed with off-world lichen.
Damn. Right. Yeah, and I will check that. I assume I can analyze that back at the police station. Nice, Denzel. So, okay, I assume I can check those back at the police station, the discs, but I'm gonna see what I can do here about... God, I just want to say something. This is so noir. In fact... Let me see if I can find it. Okay, cool. No, I don't have it. There's a famous picture, and I can't remember it, but I can't remember the name of it, but there's a famous picture which has got to be an influence on this, where almost from the same angle there are people sitting at this diner, like open counter like that, and it's Nighthawks. That's it. I got it. Give me a second. I'm going to show you guys. Check this out. That's super cool. Look at that. You see what I mean? Nighthawks, famous sequence, and like that, and from 1942. So it's got that whole noir kind of feeling about it. Isn't that awesome? That's got to be an influence. Even look at the angle of it. I mean, it's obviously, you know, dystopian future, but the concept has got to be the same. That has to be an influence on this, right? That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's super cool. I have to say, I love atmospherics. One of the reasons that, and you know, people who watch me a lot will know that I don't particularly like dystopias. I find them depressing and I often find them lazy. But the reason that I don't mind two kinds of dystopia, I don't mind Blade Runner and I don't mind Shadowrun. And both of the reasons, one of the big reasons is the color palette. This is, now obviously you've got Rain because again, it's basically like noir, future noir, right? But there's color here. Red, blue, neon blue, bright blue, purple, orange. It's not just gray. And this is something which a lot of people could stand to learn in the way that they handle movies. The color palettes are so muted that I don't want to spend time in that world. I don't. Like, I don't want constant nothing but grayness all the time. There's a certain point where I just sort of bail out on it. And so having something like this, and Shadowrun is the same way, gives you something different. Having said that, I still wouldn't want to play games like this all the time. Like, it's still never going to be my favorite style. And again, it has nothing to do with anything quality-wise. Believe me, I know how good Philip K. Dick is. It's just not my particular bag. But I can deal with it because the color palette is just a lot different here. Okay, let's talk to these people.
McCoy, LPD. I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Sorry, my man. I just don't got the time.
Got to mix more out back.
You're a pretty smart-looking cat. You want to make some money?
Pay me large, you got my rapt attention.
Depends on how much the information's worth.
Unfortunately, my man, I got a bug. Dynamite dining, old man. Catch you later.
What?
Excuse me, pal.
Hey.
Excuse me, pal.
Didn't go well.
Beautiful night, isn't it?
When business thriving, night always beautiful.
Well, I figured that you would be all over this, Dunsel. I assume this is your jam, right? I'm colorist too.
How long has that chef worked for you?
Crap.
Zubin? Just month. Superior chef makes all kinds of new sushi.
This from your place, isn't it?
Could be. Chopstick come from Yoshi's restaurant supply.
Yoshi's Restaurant Supply? Okay, folks, you know what that means. That means that we have our next clue. The person responsible for the murder was this. You can tell just by the smug smile that he knows that he's guilty. I mean, he's clearly guilty, right?
What's real fresh tonight?
Special shipment of Toro just arrived. I fix you right up. No one else. Clean as a whistle.
You're Prince, Howie. See you later, Howie.
All right. I don't know that one yet. Okay. So that gave us more information. I want to know what's going on with that chef, though. Oh, wait. Before I do that, I'm going to save. Replicants are elves. Snicer, they've seen things that you people wouldn't believe. All those moments will be lost now, Snicer. Like tears in the rain. Alright. Many of you will know, by the way, that is that entire sequence, much of that sequence was improvised by Rutger Hauer, who to this day says that was the best acting he's ever done. That whole sequence was I shouldn't say, not the whole sequence. A lot of that sequence was improvised. The whole Tears of the Rain thing. And Ridley Scott had the wits to just be like, keep the camera rolling. You know how many directors would have been like, wait, man, you're off script. Stop. You just let the camera go. That's why Ridley Scott's a good director. Okay. I'm going to talk to this dude. Could get nasty, though, so I'm ready.
Howie says you're a master chef.
You not come back here. Air bad.
This'll only take a minute. I'm looking for a girl
No,
about 14
the
years old
speech
with
at the
pink
end,
hair.
Dragon.
You seen her?
I don't know her.
I don't believe you. Also, Tears in the Rain, that whole thing.
Stick around. I might want to talk to you later. Stick around. I might want to talk to you later.
Don't know her. There's nothing else around here that looks to be of value. Except the chef. Can I use things? I'm not going to shoot him. What is this thing about shooting him? Can I use things on things? Like, can I take an item and then use it on somebody or not? Good. I'm already liking this game more than most adventure games. I'm not going to use... What is it? Jeez. Bloodthirsty, you people. Bloodthirsty. I'm not going to shoot the dude. Don't worry, Fireball. I have a sense of what stuff is likely to work and what stuff isn't. Okay. Wait. It's my car. One thing that's not realistic about this game is that there's parking. That's nonsense. Okay, so there's that. Alright. Okay, so we got Chinatown. We still got the... police station, McCoy's apartment. So, is there any way, is there like any other part of the map that I can go to? Yeah, I'm going to go to the police station to look at the video. But I actually was going to go check out the wholesaler that did the whole chopstick thing, if I could. But is there any part of the map that I can see, or is this just like, this is the only part of the map available to you at this moment? Just what you see? All right, well, let's go to the police station then. Okay, cool. Hey, what's up, Lord? All right.
Ground floor.
Um,
Roof. Laboratory. Mainframe and shooting range. Ground floor. Lockup.
Okay, we're not going to lockup. We're either going to...
Laboratory.
Maybe the lab? Let's go to the lab.
Got anything new for me, Dino?
I was wondering when you'd show your mug around here, McCoy. That black paint you found on the fire hydrant? It's from a ground car.
You sure?
The angle of impact was almost head-on. And there ain't too many spinning drivers klutzy enough to smack a street-level hydrant in VTOL mode.
I heard your wife got her license back.
You're a real funny guy, McCoy.
Oh, really, Fireball? Even now that this is like supposedly functional? Okay, so I don't really have any...
Anything else?
That piece of chrome you found outside of Runcida's is from a 1995 Pontiac.
Nice set of wheels.
It's okay, not what I call a classic.
Yeah, a Pontiac would not ever be called a classic.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Okay, so that's all we got for this guy. Whoops.
Mainframe and shooting range.
I mean, I need to go to the mainframe anyway, so...
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Great. Donald Trump, the Blade Runner edition. Ah, I see. We got some leaderboard stuff, huh?
Old copies of case files, notices, and memos. The usual station junk. Old copies of case files, notices, and memos. The usual station junk.
Specials are ones that are not...
Lucky Strikes. Crystal's brand. I knew she was spending a lot of time in the training maze these days, even though she'd already gotten close to a perfect score.
So specials are another word for people who, because of radiation and other things going on, do not have enough intelligence, don't have an IQ to be able to travel out to Mars. At least that's how it is in Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. And one of the characters is Isidore, is one of the characters in Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. And he probably is the most sympathetic character in that book. He's certainly more sympathetic than Rick Deckard is. So, yeah. Look at the shoot range leaderboard. Oh, does it say Deckard? Oh, Deckard's got a 10. Holden. Interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Well, it means we're going here.
Well, if it ain't Ray McCoy. Bryant finally letting you play with the big boys.
My clearance come through?
You bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks, and the targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought Guza was going to requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy. I bet he gets all tuckered out from pushing those papers around.
And don't sell him short, McCoy. Guza could be one tough hombre. I remember when we worked Vice together. He poured acetone on 2 pimps that gave us some lip. hadn't lit a match? Ah, I'll tell you, it looked like the goddamn 4th of July out there.
Peachy.
That's charming. Hey, some garden variety police brutality. I
Hit the lock,
actually...
Jack.
I guess there ain't no harm in it.
Target and shoot all threats.
Wait, I don't want to do this.
Do not shoot innocents.
Damn it. I didn't want to do this.
Confirm target as hostile before shooting.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm okay. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this right now.
Completed sequence. Proceed to next station.
I don't want... Can I just leave, please? I just want to leave. Can I just leave? Oh, okay. I just want to leave. Can I leave? Okay. I don't... Run through it? Alright. I didn't mean to go in there. I was trying to leave and use the computer. Yeah, I know.
Completed sequence. Proceed to next station.
I could also just reload it, I guess. What? Where? Where do I go? Okay. I don't want to do this. Where, what the? Can I just reload this? Like,
Completed sequence. Proceed to next station.
alright, we're just gonna reload. Although I don't remember where I last saved. Oh, crap. Okay, alright. The back. The back all the way back here? Where back? Where? Oh, I see it. Okay. Good. Jesus. I'm just trying to get to the computer. Hey, there we go. All right. All right, let's actually save this while I'm thinking about it, just in case. Okay.
Scanning video disc. 2 enhanceable images found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database.
Okay.
Run sitter crime scene.
That was an accident.
Run sitter crime scene.
Okay. That's super clear. Okay. Right, I think I got it. I just don't see anything yet that... Will it, like, select a clue, like, will anything be made clear with a clue? Or... Okay, that's what I was wondering. Oh, alright, that's who that is. What is this? Hey, thank you for the resub, Rockod. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Rockod. Oh, let me that's cool, Fireball, but let me figure that out, okay? If I need help, I will ask for it. I want to kind of get a sense of what I'm doing here. I'm kind of adrift, so I want to figure that out. So, but hang in there. I will ask if I need help. Okay, that's not going to do anything. What is that? Thank you, Rockod, very much, man. How you doing? Just a bunny? Okay. Good to see you, Rockod. I don't think I see anything here that's particularly... All right, let's pick a second picture and see if I can get a better...
Run sitter crime scene.
Oh, yeah, no. Ah, there we go. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you, Fireball. I'm just trying to figure, you know, kind of wandering about a little bit. Aha!
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that.
Is there a way to know how many things exist in each picture? Like, is it like just like one thing, or is it multiple things usually? Or do we know? This is reminding me a lot of a game that I loved, which was called Spycraft. And I actually thought about the possibility of playing on stream again. And it was reminding me a lot of this. Okay, sounds cool. Oh, and happy birthday to your daughter, Rockgod. How old, Rockgod? Ah, okay. Will it tell you when you found all the clues that exist in something? Like, will it say, like, okay, you know, it looks like there's nothing else to do here? Or not? 6. Ah, nice. That's awesome. Well, happy birthday to her. How about a license plate? No, it won't.
A black ground car. Looks like it's been around the block a few times. Give me a hard copy of that.
Okay. Okay. Can I yet get a look at what this guy is looking at? Okay, so... Alright, so let's see if we can... Okay, let's assume for a minute we're good on that photo. There's got to be something else here. Is that Lucy? It is.
Hello there, Lucy. Give me a hard copy of that.
Okay. I got the 3 clues there. It might be good enough for now. Okay, so that's that. There's that. Here's this. What is this thing?
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
All right, let's see what we've got then. Okay.
That black paint you found on the fire.
Right. Still don't know what the deal is with that guy. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's save here. Okay. So that's the police station. Let's get out of here. Although,
Ground floor.
so might as well check that. Actually, before I leave here, let me check the these floors.
What do you know?
Zero that would interest you, Detective.
This guy. This is the ground floor. Seems very unexciting. Okay, great. Alright, let's take a look at lockup.
Are they letting me out?
I'm not the one who makes that decision.
I suppose it's my turn to bear the cross for the cause.
Cause?
You're Spencer Gregorian, right?
No. I really think my lawyer should be here.
Let's talk about the protest.
I got some more questions for you. Tell me about your protest at Tyrell's plant.
I already told that other detective everything. Under duress.
I want to know about the people who were there. The Rastafarian and the Asian guy with the sunglasses.
I don't know them.
Were they together?
They seemed to be. I saw them talking.
Before or after the explosion?
Before. I didn't see them at all after. That's all I know, I swear. I wouldn't even know where to find explosives. I'm not a violent man.
Of course you aren't. You just want to let replicants walk the streets.
They're not killers, Detective. They're innocents. They just want to live a decent, productive life like you or me.
It's that simple, huh? I got some more questions for you. Lot of people involved in your cause, Spencer?
Yes, sir. We're growing fast. As more and more people realize that replicants have cognitive and emotional legitimacy, the Citizens Against Replicant Slavery will spearhead the movement towards...
Save the pitch for someone who gives a shit.
We're peaceful people, Detective. We live by a code that men like you could never understand.
Try me.
2 centuries ago, humans were held in slavery. Brave souls formed an underground railroad.
So, you help replicants escape the city.
I'm talking figuratively, Detective.
Sure you are.
We're not children, Detective. We have resources. The world is changing. People are waking up to the injustices perpetrated by a sick society that you have helped.
A lot of them will wake up dead if reps are allowed to run amok on Terra, jerk.
Jerk?
I'm gonna give you a little test.
The other detective, she already tested me earlier today.
Uh-huh. Look, I gotta check out the equipment, and you're the only stiff around.
I object to this treatment. If you'll just call my lawyer, he'll take care.
Your lawyer would tell you I got the authority to VK the mayor if I want. And he'd have to smile and nod and kiss my butt until I cleared him. So sit down.
Yep. That's the Voight-Kampff test. A series of questions designed to measure empathy.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
3rd sector, uptown.
Nice neighborhood?
Very. Is this going to take long?
Just keep your pants on, Spencer. What do you do for a living?
I teach political science.
You're suddenly very afraid. Why?
Perhaps I've just seen one of you Blade Runners, what's the term, retire someone.
That'd make a rep scared.
Killing makes everyone afraid.
Okay, so that's a low intensity question, medium intensity question. Huh. How you doing, Echo? Replicant reaction gauge. Right. Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, it's very it fits very strongly in the universe. Definitely does. Let's try medium intensity.
You suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
I love life too much to commit suicide. You wouldn't know about that, would you?
You're crying. Why is that?
Crying? It's nothing to be ashamed of. I might cry for any number of reasons.
I'll bet. You see an oversized book with pictures of exotic animals on the cover. The title is Big Game Hunting in Zaire.
And let me guess, pictures of dead animals inside.
Curious, you flip it open. There's a picture of a man standing with his foot on a dead Cape buffalo. You find yourself fascinated. You keep paging through it, seeing picture after picture of animals laid to waste, each more gruesome than the last.
These questions are becoming predictable, Detective.
Okay, screen in the far left has a human response on top, okay, and a replicant response on the bottom. Those needles move when you ask a question. The next box should have the needle move to 0, or the machine isn't calibrated properly. So in other words, when they move, this thing should move to 0? So in other words, this thing should be over here. Is that what you're saying? This thing should be here? Okay. So let's ask a low intensity question.
For your anniversary, your spouse gives you a real goldfish.
I donated to a family that couldn't afford an animal.
A man dressed in rags approaches you on the street and asks for money.
I tried to help him, of course. Buy him dinner or take him to a shelter.
So this is not moving at all. Like, this is supposed to move? Like how do you actually do the calibration? I can understand it if you say it's not calibrated, but then how do you calibrate it? Oh.
Test terminated.
You keeping busy, pal?
Please leave me alone. My migraine's acting up.
You keeping busy, pal?
Please leave me alone. My migraine's acting up.
Fortunately, we saved this. I really hope that... I got these clues. Yeah, I did. That's how I got that. Okay. Okay. Hang on a second. Okay, so we go in here. We're gonna
Lockup.
We're gonna go to lockup. Oh, really? Continuing. Yeah, check. Okay.
Are they letting me out?
I'm not the one who makes that decision.
I suppose it's my turn to bear the cross for the cause.
You're Spencer Gregorian, right?
No. I really think my lawyer should be here.
I got some more questions for you. Tell me about your protest at Tyrell's plant.
I already told
I wish
that
I could
other
skip through
detective
some of this,
everything.
but...
Under duress.
I want to know about the people who were there. The Rastafarian and the Asian guy with the sunglasses.
I don't know them.
Were they together?
They seemed to be. I saw them talking.
Before or after the explosion?
Before. I didn't see them at all after. That's all I know, I swear. I wouldn't even know where to find explosives. I'm not a violent man.
Of course you aren't. You just want to let replicants walk the streets.
They're not killers, Detective. They're innocents. They just want to live a decent, productive life like you or me.
It's that simple, huh? I got some more questions for you. Lot of people involved in your cause? Spencer?
Okay,
Yes,
that's
sir,
good to know.
we're
I'll
growing
save it right.
fast. As more and more people realize
actually,
that
I won't.
replicants have cognitive
Maybe
and
I'll...
emotional
I don't know if I
legitimacy,
can save it, but I'll try.
the Citizens Against Replicant Slavery will spearhead the movement towards...
Save the pitch for someone who gives a shit.
We're peaceful people, Detective. We live by a code that men like you could never understand.
Try me.
2 centuries ago, humans were held in slavery. Brave souls formed an underground
Spencer.
railroad.
So, you help replicants escape the city.
I'm talking figuratively.
You're all about that
Detective.
police brutality.
Sure you are.
We're not children, Detective. We have resources. The world is changing. People are waking up to the injustices perpetrated by a sick society that you have helped...
A lot of them will wake up dead if reps are allowed to run amok on Terra, jerk. I'm gonna give you a little test.
The other detective, she already tested me earlier today.
Uh-huh. Look, I gotta check out the equipment, and you're the only stiff around.
I object to this treatment. If you'll just call my lawyer, he'll take care...
Your lawyer would tell you I got the authority to VK the mayor if I want. And he'd have to smile and nod and kiss my butt until I cleared him. So
Oh,
sit
really?
down.
Okay. So. Okay, so I have to get this up to... Okay, so do I have this right? That's where this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be there, right? 0, yes. And then I click calibrate. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. Oh, you need to ask the calibration questions first? Okay. I think this is asking me to do this first, actually. It's not letting me click this. It's beeping on this. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to do this.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
3rd sector, uptown.
Nice neighborhood?
Very. Is this going to take long?
Just keep your pants on, Spencer.
So, wait a minute now. I'm confused. So it was right here. And now it's asking me to ask questions. It was right here. So, do I have to readjust it to 0? Or do I need to keep it where it was, like, this is where he ended up? Is that his 0? So it's been calibrated now? No, but I understand that, but I'm saying, like, I set this to 0. Then this thing just dropped down, so keep calibrating. So,
what do you do for a living?
I teach political science.
What's your name?
Spencer Gregorian. I really think my lawyer should be here.
Just keep your pants on, Spencer.
What? See, I don't... It doesn't... So that's... I can only ask those 3 questions. Oh, but this is a walkthrough, though. Section 4.69. Okay, so it is... So I'm not supposed to move this. The needle went right here. That's the calibration number, so...
Are you taking any drugs?
No. How does your machine work? Is it a lie detector?
Not exactly. Your verbal responses aren't what's important. Why? You got something to hide, Spencer?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so he definitely has something to hide. He definitely has something to hide. Okay. Okay. Manually adjusting it. Right, I know. Well, but see, I made the mistake of doing that because this is what it was at automatically. So then I moved it up to here and I just moved it back, so.
You're having a very erotic dream.
I'm sure it's very interesting. Is this going somewhere, Detective?
What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
I'm not answering that.
You're 7 years old. You managed to steal several marshmallows from the kitchen and sneak them back to your bedroom. You're caught, and your father spanks you.
Well, it sounds like I deserved it. But my father didn't believe in corporal punishment.
That's interesting. Oh, Fire Snake with the host. Oh! Thank you, Fire Snake. Thank you, man. What's up, dude? Thank you, thank you. Good to see you. Thank you for the host. I appreciate it. What were you playing today? All right. I'm going to ask a high-intensity question.
You see an oversized book with pictures of exotic animals on the cover. The title is Big Game Hunting in Zaire.
And let me guess. Pictures of dead animals inside.
Curious, you flip it open. There's a picture of a man standing with his foot on a dead Cape buffalo. You find yourself fascinated. You keep paging through it, seeing picture after picture of animals laid to waste, each more gruesome than the last.
These questions are becoming predictable, Detective.
Wow. Okay. All right. Wait a second. So I want to come back to that in just a second. First of all, I wanted to say I actually I was lurking in your channel a couple of days ago, and I saw you playing a little bit of that, and it looks like kind of a Might and Magic X Legacy Blobber turn-based thing, which seems pretty cool. And actually, I sort of added it to my list of games to check out. So yeah, I do remember that. Okay, I just asked him a high-intensity question, and his reaction was like, whatever. I think we may be dealing with a replicant. I'm going to ask him another high-intensity question to be sure.
You rent a mountain cabin. On the walls, someone has hung old maps and Currier and Ives prints. A deer's head is mounted above the fireplace. A full stag with developed horns.
I'd leave.
Nah. Like Bard's So Far, but different. This guy's a replicant. So at what point, when do I know this? Like, does the game do it for you? Because it doesn't actually, I mean, I guess it does actually say in the manual, or maybe it does. No, I guess I canceled out of it. Oh man, I don't know if I want to go back and look at it again. The test will end if it's definite. So do I just keep asking medium and high intensity questions? Like,
you suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
I love life too much to commit suicide. You wouldn't know about that, would you?
You're at a restaurant with friends. One of them orders lobster. The chef drops the lobster into the tub of boiling water while you watch.
Are you trying to make me sick?
Positive result. Subject is human. Test terminated.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Got it. Okay, so it's a human. So, all right, the computer does it. Okay, that's cool. All right, I'm going to save this so I know what I'm doing. Yeah, anyway, it looks really cool.
You keeping busy, pal?
Please leave me alone. My migraine's acting up.
What do you know?
Zero that would interest you, Detective.
Damn. You know what I say to that? Yeah, and actually Dragon Spear also sent me some details about that, Erdenel. Thank you, though. So, yeah, I wanted to get, like, this gives me kind of sense of the basics. Okay. So, right. All right. So there really wasn't anything down here in the lockup. Okay. It's time to head out. I think it's time to head out of the station. Let's go to the roof. Yeah, thank you, though. So it's still just the same 4. Oh, that's interesting, actually, Fireball. Yeah, that's interesting that they made it random. So, I mean, I thought I had other things that I was going to check out, but now it doesn't look like I do. So the only place that I haven't been to is my apartment, so I guess I'm going to go there. I mean, I thought I was going to have more options elsewhere or whatever, so I was going to... I don't know. Loving that car. Oh.
Your floor number, please.
Roof. Ground floor. Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
I lived with the best gal I'd ever seen. She was 2 now and full of life and love. She'd cost me about a year's salary, but she was worth it. It was good to have someone warm nearby after completing a dirty job. And the
Yay.
retirement swag from this case would go toward getting her a partner.
Yay.
Maggie, come here, girl.
Aw, I had a dog, Maggie. Aw. That's awesome. My second dog was named Maggie. Although she was all black. Okay, so I can do that at home. It's good to know.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time. Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
No messages. I'm in demand.
Oh, that music.
Portrait of the sleep-deprived.
Okay. Well, it's my computer. Damn it. I already know about that. Hey, what's up, Esther? Oh, thank you, Esther. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, and we've actually gotten some more tonight. We were up to 8265, so we are making our way uptown, as they say. Thank you, though, Esther. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. All right.
Your floor number, please.
Let's go for the ground floor. That's exciting.
Your floor number, please.
I guess the roof now? To get back into the car and drive somewhere else? I feel like I have other clues now that I should be able to have, but there's no access on the mic. Can you play Fortnite? No, bro. PUBG. It's all about PUBG. No one plays that crap game. Alright? Aight? How you doing, Optic? Good to see you, dude. You folks should be following Optic Nerve if you are not already. He's a former member of the Infinity and Beyond crew and a good guy and plays a ton of games, MMOs and games like that. And other things as well, but that was the one that I saw him playing most recently. So, does the map scroll? Because otherwise, I feel like I've already seen... I mean, I guess I can go back to... I don't know. Guess we'll go back to Runcifer's Animals, or whatever. Hey, what's up, Sorcerer Dave? Yeah, I've been actually enjoying it, although it's, you know, I obviously have a lot to work through still. Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I've gotten all I can from that.
Okay, it's good to know. It's yeah, this is Westwood. This is Westwood's Blade Runner, 1997, I think. I already know the drill with that. So it's got to be. Okay, then I got to go back to Chinatown, I guess. Maybe I can go back and try to squeeze that chef a little bit.
You know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know, and who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
North, huh?
What? Hey! Back here, bastard.
A big guy run past here?
Hey, maybe spare some chinion? Thanks. The big man, he kinda limping. That away.
Totally uninteresting. Locked. Locked.
Shoot.
Totally uninteresting. Yuck. Totally uninteresting.
What the? I may have gone the wrong way. I thought he said it was this way.
Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
I'm glad I got a license plate, but like... Yeah, but I don't... He said, I don't understand what he did. He pointed, like, into the wall, is what it looked like to me. He went this way? Is that what that means? I don't understand what this means. What? I'm so confused. I don't understand. The guy pointed to the wall. Yes, I want to know whether I missed something. I don't want you to tell me what it is. I just want to know if I missed something. I mean about the guy. Did the guy point to the wall, or did I dream that? It looked to me like he's like it went past him. I did run. Ugh. Nah, I'm gonna load. I don't under... Oh, for the love of Christ, are you serious? Oh, God. Beginning to remember why I don't like adventure games.
Roof.
Okay. Go into here. Go back to Chinatown. Save it. I could have sworn that I had saved it already. Yeah, I thought I already did that. Is there any way to skip these transition scenes? There probably isn't, is there? Alright. Alright.
You know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know, and who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
North, huh?
Go! 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 Don't have time to worry about you.
Locked.
What? No, 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 no. Come on. I ran the whole way.
Locked. Locked. Locked.
I ran the whole way. What? I ran the whole way.
Locked.
Locked.
Locked. You know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know, and who I don't
That's what I thought, yeah.
I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
North, huh?
Low, run. Okay, I think I went... I don't think you could go much fast. I went as fast as you can get. Like...
Locked.
Okay. Come on.
Locked.
So am I literally getting there too slow? Is that literally... You're supposed to go faster than that? You're really supposed to go faster than that, really?
You know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know.
Wow.
And who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
Wow, okay.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
North, huh?
Run, 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 run. God damn it. Yeah, but I want to, though, now. Because he pissed me off. Now I want to catch him.
Locked.
Wow.
You know this girl or not?
Nope.
don't know what I don't know.
who I know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
North,
That's a good question, Ballstag. I thought I would give a very definitive save point.
Locked.
Oh, what? Are you joking? No, I don't want a save game. I just... Oh, god damn it. That's not going to work. Oh, god damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. No, 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 no. Kidding me? What?
Locked.
Okay, so just tell me, there is a way to actually catch this guy initially before he gets to this door somehow. Really? There's some way to do that. I don't understand how I could go any faster than I just went. Okay, there's no way that can be done any faster. There is no way.
Locked.
There's no way. There's no way. There is no way.
Locked.
There is no way that I can do that any faster.
Locked.
No, I mean, come on. No, I want to catch this guy.
You know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know, and who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
It's weird that I would have thought it would have been like...
Maybe seen her once.
Looks like... It feels like a bug
at
to me.
Station. Riding north on bullet train.
North, huh?
It's got to be a technical issue. I can't do it any faster. No, there's no way. No, I can't do that any faster. That was perfect. I can't do that any faster. That can't be done. Like so there's some technical thing going on then, because I can't do that any faster. Also, I should be able to shoot the door. All right, I'll walk back. You need to avoid the soup? Oh, I need to avoid the soup? How would I ever know that? You have to dodge the soup. How would I know,
you know
that?
this girl or not?
Nope.
No, it's okay.
I know who I know, and who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay.
Okay.
That
Maybe
makes sense.
seen her once. At station. Riding north
Yeah,
on
I got it.
bullet train.
North, huh?
Yeah, I got it.
Relax. Nobody's gonna get retired, okay?
What do you want from Zubin?
Just talk, that's all.
So talk.
There are things I want to know.
Ah, police.
I'm McCoy, LPD Rep Detect Unit.
Rep Detect?
Sometimes we're called Blade Runners. Suck on this, skin job. Locked.
What just happened? I don't even... What just happened? Why is Edward James Olmos here?
Rumor has it you've been earning your stripes, McCoy.
Working on it.
Keep it up. You just might have a future in this business.
What? What?
I understand it's got a hell of a retirement plan.
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that Moonbus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
How many reps we talking about?
Enough. They're Nexus 6s. So don't take too much slack.
Gotcha.
Your target give you the slip? What happened, McCoy? You feel sorry for it?
My game must have been off.
Go home and get some rest. I'm sure you need it.
But I shot him. I think... This is garbage. I shot that guy. First of all, I was talking to him. Suddenly he ran past me, and then I was, like, shooting at him, and it didn't matter. Like, I don't... What? You can put your gun away. But I did. I was putting my gun away, and I was talking to him.
You know this girl or not?
Nope.
Only one...
I know who I know.
Yeah, but...
and who I don't
I don't
know.
want to shoot first if I don't have to.
I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
North, huh?
Okay. Thanks for not doing what I asked you to do. Thank you for not jumping at all when I was smashing on the jump button.
You know
well, I had no idea
not.
that was even an option.
Nope.
I mean, like,
I know who I know, and who I don't know. I don't know her.
have to click on the floor.
Okay. Maybe seen her once.
Yeah.
At station. Riding north on bullet train.
North, huh?
God damn it, come on. Okay, so I tried to put this away. All right, now we're going to try to save this.
Relax. Nobody's gonna
Okay,
get
so
retired,
put away the gun.
Okay?
What do you want from Zubin?
Oh, really, Mackie
Just
Machine?
talk, that's all.
So talk.
There are things I want to know.
Ah, police.
I'm McCoy, LPD Rep Detect Unit.
So I'm talking normally.
Sometimes
This
we're
is what
called
happened last
blade
time.
runners.
See, this is what I mean. What just happened there? So he just runs past you. Is that it?
Locked.
Okay, so then I might as well just shoot him. If he's not going to give me any information, then I might as well just shoot him. If he's going to run anyway. Okay. Jackass. Throw
Lightning Squad, Rep Unit, Battle of the Gemini. I'd retired a war hero, someone who'd fought for the freedom of the off-world colonists. The poor guy kind of reminded me of one of those Buffalo Soldiers, blacks who had killed and died for America, yet weren't allowed to drink alongside whites. And maybe, just maybe, the photograph validated his own existence.
So literally I shoot the guy, and immediately he walks, so I shoot the guy, and immediately I walk up to him, and it's like, it kind of reminded me of how much of a piece of crap I was. It reminded me of freedom fighters, people that fought for the land, people that fought for their families, their children, wives, and, you know, small infants. They fought for the bad people, the good people. They did what they could. I had just killed him in cold blood. I felt really terrible. It's just like, okay. Oh, exactly. I feel like a jerk. Oh, God. Okay, so now, what is this now? I can aim the gun at him, then disarm it. See, I did that, though. Dunsel. I aimed it at him and disarmed it, and then he ran past me again. No, he's not. He's not human. He's not. He's a replicant.
Lightning Squad, Rep Unit, Battle of the Gemini. You know this girl or not?
Nope.
Right, okay. Okay, well I do, so, alright, so that's the only thing I'm curious about. If he's gonna run away anyway, I'm okay with that. As long as I'm not missing up because of some, like, bug in the game or some manual dexterity issue.
Relax. Nobody's gonna
See,
get retired.
that's what I did
okay?
all the time.
What do you want from Zubin?
Just talk, that's all.
So talk?
There are things I want to know.
Ah, police.
I'm McCoy, LPD Rep Detect Unit.
Rep Detect?
Sometimes we're called blade runners. Locked.
Okay. So that's fine. That's how I would want that to go. No, right. He was a replicant, yeah. No, and that's fine. Like, what just happened just now is fine. That's fine. As long as it's not because the controls are not clear or because the bug exists or whatever, like, yeah. That's fine.
Locked.
See, the thing is that I'm not really pro-replicant or human. I'm not either.
Totally uninteresting.
Okay, now I'm going to go back and pick up that license plate.
Yuck.
Okay. Wait, he's gone? Oh, no, he's gone? I don't want him to be gone. Oh my god, dude. Oh, what? Yeah, I don't want to kill him, so.
Relax. Nobody's gonna get retired, okay?
What do you want from Zubin?
Just talk, that's all.
So talk?
There are things I want to know.
Ah, police.
I'm McCoy, LPD Rep Detect Unit.
Rep Detect?
Sometimes we're called blade runners.
Halt!
Locked.
Okay. So let me go talk to this dude, then I'll go get the license plate. A little annoying, though, that I wouldn't know that unless I played this all in that sequence. No, I know, but then you never find him, though.
Rumor has it you've been earning your stripes, McCoy.
Working on it.
I thought it would.
Keep it up. You just might have a future in this business.
I understand it's got a hell of a retirement plan.
I checked with UN Air.
Oh, that's good to know.
Looks
Thanks,
your rep
Dragon.
swung that Moonbus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
How many reps we talking about?
Enough. They're Nexus 6s. So don't take too much slack.
Gotcha.
Your target give you the slip? What happened, McCoy? You feel sorry for it?
My game must have been off.
Go home and get some rest. I'm sure you need it.
Okay. All right. So, let me save this. I don't know whether... I don't 100% know whether to save that. Yeah, it's complicated. The replicants are not perfect either. All right, let's save this under something different. Okay. One thing I have a question about is if something like that happens, because I'm thinking about what who is it? What Mackie Machine was saying earlier before. I'm curious if that means that if you miss stuff, like it's one thing. So there are some games that you miss things, and that becomes part of an interesting playthrough that still turns out to work well. Like it's an interesting, engaging story. It's not necessarily the worst ending or whatever, just because that happens. And then there are other games where you're expected, it's like the Dark Souls of adventure games, where you're expected to play something over and over and over again until you get every single path right. I am not a fan of the latter. So I'm hoping that it's that. Like, and if it's so, I would not be save scumming it. I would just go with whatever happened. But if it's really like, if you don't get this right, then like you're going to get this crappy ending that you don't really like. Because I don't want to play this, because I'm not going to play this game multiple times. Like, I'm just not. So, you know, if that makes any sense. Oh, that's interesting, Fireball. Yeah, that's interesting, huh?
Excuse me, pal. You got anything that's a match for these?
Hey, thanks for the host, Chatter. Right, well that's what I was curious about, Dragon. Thank you, Shattermage. What's up, dude?
This girl ever eat around
How
here?
was Euro Truck Simulator
Nah,
2?
all gaijin look like the old man.
See you later, Howie.
All right, so he told me to go home, so I'm going to do that. You got a wheel. Oh, let me tell you what. That's good stuff. Yeah, but until you get like a CB, and you get like a you know, like one of those like awesome cabs, like with the amazing luxury seating and everything they have in some of those things, it's nothing. Oh wow, okay, interesting, Fireball. Yeah, the truck driving song.
Your floor number, please.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
There you
I
go.
lived with the best gal I'd ever seen. She was 2 now and full of life and love. She'd cost me about a year's salary, but she was worth it. It was good to have someone warm nearby after completing a dirty job, and the retirement swag from this case would go toward getting her a partner.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Okay. Let's see if I can put in that license plate. I can't. It's too bad that I can't. Looks like ukulele. Okay, I wonder, there's no real place to be able to analyze except maybe the police station, I guess, the license plates. Shoot.
Zubin was the first Nexus 6 I'd come up against. There was something in his eyes, an almost primordial desire to live. Most of the 3s, 4s, and 5s I'd seen would just give up when you had them. But these 6s, they were a whole other breed.
Yeah.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Hi, Mr. McCoy. I'm sure you remember me. I heard about what you did for my friend, and I just wanted to say thanks.
The message could have come from any of a dozen people. I'd done my share of favors when I was in uniform. Something about the voice was familiar, but I was too tired to place it for sure.
Erase and reset. No messages. I'm in demand. Portrait of the sleep-deprived.
Got your delivery here, man.
What?
Kingston Kitchen.
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
Is this what the gravity be like on Mars?
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say... Oh!
Please, can you control your rat?
I'll have you know that Ricky's a purebred Chihuahua, and he's totally real.
Things going good at Tyrell Corporation?
Boring, boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up.
You also do outside work?
Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad for the glands.
How about Nexus 6? You know a lot about them?
I think you should be going now.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me now. Where be your research on Nexus 6? And your test studies, contacts, the works?
Only simulator. Extraterrestrial gravity.
1 more minute, you be swallowing this explosive. 3 more minutes, they be hosing you off the True Life building across town.
No, I swear. I don't have anything. If I did, I'd give it to you.
My people sick and dying. You tell me something.
Talk to Dr. Tyrell.
Tell me something I don't know.
The organ designers, Miraji, Hannibal Chu, Luther and Lance. They're closer to him than I am.
Where?
DNA Row. They're all working down on DNA Row.
You one miserable package, man.
No! No, please, don't!
Wow. Well, crap.
Pick up.
Hope you aren't camped out there with a bottle of tequila.
Happy Streamiversary, Shatter.
Very funny.
Early bird slays the worm, McCoy.
Don't worry. I'm up, Lieutenant. What's the buzz?
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
Inside?
That's right. But we also got a sweet little break on it. Tyrell's surveillance system recorded the whole shebang.
Beautiful. How many perps?
Just one. I don't know if it's related to the Runciter deal or not. Tyrell security will have the disc for you when you get there. You be good, killer.
Yeah, though it seems to tie in more with the books according to chat, but we will see. But yeah, happy Streamiversary. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that because next Friday is my 7-year anniversary of streaming on Twitch. My first stream was April 12th, 2012. So next week is 7 years. Yep. Which is kind of crazy. Kind of nuts. But yeah.
Portrait of the sleep deprived.
No, don't sleep. No, cancel, deny. January 2013? Nice. Yeah, I actually showed up for the first time late November 2011, right after Skyrim was released. And then I started watching it, and then I myself started streaming in April of 2012. Okay. Okay, whatever. So what was this thing about the books? What about the books? Oh, nice. Yeah.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Yep, very similar. So what do you mean books, Dragon? I mean, I don't see any books to click on. All these things are not clickable. We were talking to Shatter. Oh, alright. I was very confused.
Your floor number, please.
Alright, let's get to the roof.
Roof.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. Ah, now we got more going on the map. Tyrell building. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Obviously, we're going there. No, it's a full novel. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. It's not an incredibly long novel, but it's definitely a novel.
McCoy, LPD.
Just a minute.
Where do I go?
Grav test on the east wing, 66th floor. Here's the footage from the security cameras. You get a pretty good look at the man's face.
How'd he get past you guys?
He pretended to be a delivery man. Dr. Eisenduller ordered in a lot, so it didn't seem unusual.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
One more thing.
I've told you everything I know, Detective. I gotta work. These monitors don't watch themselves.
Yeah, it's a tough gig.
So tough, I'm gonna... Yeah, that's right, technically. Which is weird.
Jesus.
Well, damn.
I seen worse, but not by much.
Learn anything?
You could strain him through a sieve.
Wow.
You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up.
It's interesting though because Philip K. You know, I don't think Philip K. Dick had anything going on with Alien particularly, but
Obviously, he'd been killed with an explosive, and not just because he'd been plastered on the wall with 1,000 strokes. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story, but I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens.
it's like a pretty damn dangerous place to just let some random person in. Alright. Okay.
It was a Tyrell sales brochure for the Nexus series, the kind of glossy hype that ends up littering the floor at trade shows. This one was for last year's infamous Lolita model, a big hit with the all-important dirty old man market.
So I wonder if Lucy is a replicant, and Lucy's 14-year-old Lolita thing.
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed, not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the GravLab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates? I couldn't even begin to guess what Eisendoller's password was. Wrong again, and this time I was locked out. Tyrell security was even better than I'd heard.
Okay.
Lagging behind again?
Gouza didn't say anything about me working with a partner.
Oh, in a pig's ass, Slim. No, I'm following up on my own. Could be it's linked to this Tyrell debacle.
How's yours connected to mine?
I'm still putting the pieces together. It's all stored in Esper's mainframe. You hear about the Moonbus massacre?
Gaff mentioned it.
Could be our cases are overlapping. I might keep you posted.
Do that.
You haven't been dismissed. Wait, I don't... Wait, I wanted to talk... Okay. Okay. Let's go back to the station. No, I think I have a grip on the game. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I'm okay. Police station.
Laboratory. Mainframe and shooting range.
We'll go talk to the guy at the laboratory, and then I want to go to the mainframe. Whoops. Okay, mainframe.
Scanning video disk. One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database.
All right, let's take a look at it. Oh, really?
Tyrell Grav Test Lab.
Thanks, Thor. Sleep well, man.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row. Give me a hard copy of that.
Okay.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? Give me a hard copy of that.
Sure, this could be, you know, enhance. I am struck by what this was able to do technically, though. Again, this is really reminding me of that game Spycraft. But this is pretty heady stuff for 97, right? Is what this is?
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens. Give me a hard copy of that.
What's up, Arzep? Wait, what's my password? Well, what do you mean? Did I miss it? What do you mean? Oh. I see what you're saying. Good call, Ardenell. You're right. Been playing Warcraft 2. I should. I need to actually... I think that might be abandonware, though. I need to try to find it. Spycraft is great. I love that game. That game was super cool. Like, interesting story. Lots of cool different stuff to do. I totally should. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you're right, Ernell. It's a good call. Spycraft is on GOG? What? I didn't even know that. Wait a minute. Really? I'm going to go look. Spycraft is great. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's awesome. Such a good game. Wow. Yep. You take on the role of a CIA operative who must attempt to unravel an assassination plot that could topple the fragile. You do Photoshop in this. You do like all kinds of stuff. You have to like figure out bullet trajectories at one point to like trace back. You actually do like audio analysis. It was really cool. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I may absolutely have to think about that. No, there's another game actually that's up for Pen and Pixels first, but it's funny you mention that because oh my god, poor Pathfinder Kingmaker. Poor Pathfinder Kingmaker is never going to get played again. No, I mean it will be. It's just other games keep coming out that I'm more interested in. That would be fun. Yeah, I should totally do that. It's not going to be the next game, but it could be the next game. I thought it was abandonware. Yeah, I am surprised. Oh gosh. Oh. Parker, what's up, B Parker? How you doing, man? Good to see you, dude. How are you, sir? Okay, I think it's one other thing I'm going to want to check out in just a minute. I know, right? Okay.
Uploading personal clue database.
You just got back from seeing Nick Mason's Saucerful. Really? I don't think I've heard of that, Parker.
Clue database transfer complete.
All right. So,
you know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know, and who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
I hear you, Arzap. I barely got through them myself.
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protective... The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story. But I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe?
Okay. So, Anemoid Row, huh? Gonna save that. Oh, that's cool. I had never heard of Saucerful of Secrets. That's awesome. Yeah, now I do remember the drummer for Pink Floyd. Yeah, now I do remember, but I didn't know anything about it. I never heard of Saucerful of Secrets. That's awesome. How was it? Was it good? Was it legit? Oh gosh. Oh, sorry folks. I was up early today. Uh, 1997 closed open, so 20 years old, this game. Let's see. All right, so I want to go to... That's Anemoid Row. But I want to go back to the Tyrell Securities first. Tyrell Securities, and see if I can actually get into that mainframe. You can recommend it. Nice. Yeah, 22 years. What did I say? 20 years? 22 years.
Messy up there, isn't it?
You said it.
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Ah. Oh my god. That's always been... You've always had that situation where you've had to like deal with just a bunch of nonsense, work nonsense, man. These are really nice. Man, okay, so I'm not going to be able to...
Nothing.
Can't use the Riku thing. Alright. Alright. Well then in that case... Let's hit Anemoid Row.
You know who deals in insects down here?
You don't want insects? They're no good companion. But fish. Fish are good. I have every kind of fish for you. Blowfish, dorado, miniature sailfish. Very friendly.
No, thanks. I got a dog at home.
Fish just as good as dog.
No, my dog is real.
Real? Oh, you must make lots of money.
Let's get back to insects. Official LPD business.
Ah, down at end of Animal Row, you see big green sign? You try there. Good luck with dog, friend.
Makes sense.
Hope he stays healthy.
She.
So let's save this before I do anything else.
This your work?
Ah, the dragon.
Dragon?
See? Anosoptera. Dragonfly late of the American South Swampland.
You sell jewelry with dragonflies?
Item like that, very special significance. Very rare, senor. A state item, and most likely part of large collection. Person must have plenty money to obtain a collection.
More than I can afford.
You try Hawker's Circle. Might want to try for this. With luck, you may find.
If this is from a collection, I'm also looking for the other pieces.
I make you a deal. I found out where to get dragonfly jewelry. Then, you buy a piece, right? For special lady friend? You come back later.
I'll do that.
You take care, chasing the dragon.
Okay.
Might I interest you in a snake, noble one?
Not today, thanks. McCoy, LPD.
I like how these people just ignore him half the time. Whoa. Bullet Runner, Bob Surplus.
That a 45 blaster under your coat, or you just happy to be here?
You got good eyes.
They ought to be. They're the only organs of mine that survived the Phobos Wars intact.
Ray McCoy, Rep Detect.
Blade Runner, huh? How come I never heard of you?
I just got assigned.
Yeah, I'm kind of buddies with Davy Holden. How's he doing?
Word is he's gonna be okay.
That skin job must have been pretty damn quick getting by Davy like that. He's the best in the business.
He'll be back on the job soon. You got any decent ammo for my piece?
You mean the good stuff? 'Cause I know them police issue spitballs just don't cut it.
Not these days.
Yeah, I know how it is. If you want to drop a skin job, you need a little extra oomph. I got a few clips around here somewhere. If you got the chin yen for it.
Okay, let's have it.
Just looking to see what that actually means.
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that Moonbus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
Yeah, I see this bullets tab, but what? So this is like what I equip it with? I assume these are more deadly, right? So if I click on it, that means it's now... Okay. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Sorry. Good times. Okay. I got some high quality bullets.
Jesus.
Bust around. Bullet, 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 bullet.
You want to make it as a Blade Runner? You ought to do your own investigations. You want to make it as a Blade Runner? You ought to do your own investigations.
Okay. Oops. All right. Oh, that's the other side of... Okay. Interesting. I have a feeling that wouldn't go over well. Oh, hello.
Step up, step up. Mama Isabella cooked you something special. Put a glow in your cheek.
McCoy, LPD. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Questions? They always need answers.
This guy work for you?
No, but I wish he do. He be one fine-looking man.
You sure? Never seen him before.
I'd remembered him for sure.
You send a lot of deliveries over to Marcus Eisendaler at the Tyrell building?
Eisendaler. Oh, Eisendaler, yeah. Let me tell you, that man can't eat.
Send anything over lately?
Can't eat
no,
now.
No, sir. No deliveries to him no more. Not since last month. He be way behind on his bill.
Not for a month, eh?
At least. No more till him pay up.
You may have a little trouble collecting. He's dead.
Exactly. What's up, Lucathea?
That stew's looking tasty.
Fix you right up. Only 30 chinion. It put a spring in your step, man. The ladies, they be loving you.
Thanks for your time. Thanks for your time.
Okay. Let's find out what's going on. Hey, Lucathea with the resub.
First one's on the house. The rest you pay for. You want chit-chat, you hire a hooker. This ain't no social club.
Damn. Zoom and enhance. Thank you for the resub, Lucathea. Thank you, everyone. All right, we're jamming.
Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one. Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one.
All right. That's enough of that. Yeah, thank you, Lucathea, very much. Whoa.
Two minutes. That's how much time I give every stranger that wanders in here off the street.
Sell a lot of stuff that way?
I don't encourage browsers. What impresses me are people who know what they want and are not afraid to pay for it.
What's the most expensive thing you got in here?
Value is a relative notion. What's significant to you might be meaningless to me.
And vice versa.
Everything here is guaranteed.
Yep, 8265 kill.
Most authentic anyone can get.
Let me tell you what I want, and maybe I'll impress you.
All my paperwork is in order.
Doesn't matter. I don't read anyhow. What's your name?
Izo.
Izo, huh?
You move a lot of valuable goods through here? Valuable and exotic?
How exotic?
We're talking exceptionally fine jewelry in the shape of a dragonfly.
Ah, they were so majestic. I remember them from my childhood. And that was the last time I've seen them.
It's very important that I find out about this. Can you help me?
If I see something, and you can match whatever my collectors will pay, it's all yours.
Thanks a million.
Guy strikes me as a little sketchy still. Well, we have a set of them that we've actually got. Rock out at 10,000, we are going to be unlocking a few more contributors. At 15,000, we've got full Roll20 integration for the adventure. At 20,000, yours truly will be writing a short story set in that universe. And then we have other stretch goals that are going to be coming up as well. But those are the ones that I know of at the moment. So, yeah.
Does this badge mean anything to you?
Clearly not. Oh, goodness. Probably this isn't going to work, but...
Handsome man.
Wow,
like
that is
you
more
as
impressive.
lady friend, of course.
All my girl cares about is food and love.
Oh, how romantic. What is this girl's name?
Maggie.
Maggie. Ah, Maggie, senor. It's perfect, is it not?
It's kind of ugly, but you tugged me into it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Trying to think of what. Yeah. Oh, there's my car. Dude, where's my car? Police station. I'm not sure about that. Okay.
Mainframe and shooting range.
During his last election campaign, Governor Kolvig promised a bold new plan of action to clean up the worst regions of the highly toxic debris that surrounds our city, the so-called Kipple. Just how much progress has been made since then? We spoke to the governor just before his weekly meeting with the city council.
Our studies have shown that the Kipple's effect upon Los Angeles is minor. The radiation and toxic waste is contained in relatively small pockets, all miles distant from the city center.
Sure.
Nevertheless, cleaning things up out there is a worthwhile goal, especially with the thousands of specials living on the city fringes. For now, all I can say is that we're looking at several options, and I'm sure everyone will be pleasantly surprised by our final proposal.
Yeah, great. Oh, sure. Sure. I can explain it as, my opinion of what it's actually doing, for sure. Why did I even come here? Where am I even going? Still need to find more information about Lucy.
Kingston Kitchens. Where have I heard that before? Kingston Kitchens. Where have I heard that before?
Mm-hmm. Spoilers! Okay. I think I'm going to hit up one more place, and then I may have to call it for the evening because I am falling asleep. I am really, really tired. So let's see.
Roof.
Let's hit up the roof. Take it to the roof. I honestly do not know where I'm going. Raise the roof. I can't enter the password there. I don't really know what. Yeah, I need it. I'm like literally I'm just staring at the map right now and going, what am I doing? Like I am like, what? I honestly don't remember what I'm supposed. I mean, I'm just gonna go back to my apartment. I honestly don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing at this point. I mean, I got a bunch of there's things that are available and information, but none of it in places that I can apparently check out.
Your floor number, please.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Okay.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Okay. All right, yeah. I think folks that as much as I would like to continue. Oh, we're in Act 2. Oh. Okay, that's helpful. That's helpful. I didn't know that, but okay. That's interesting. I just assumed it was because I was really tired. Okay. Cool. Well, that is cool. That is cool. And it works really well, actually, this game. But, yeah, I'm going to have to call it, folks. I am really exhausted, and I'm just my eyes are crossing. I'm just what am I doing? But it's interesting. And it sort of has this connection. The attack at Tyrell is the start of Act 2. Oh, okay, okay. How many acts are in the game? Is it 6 acts? 5 acts? 6 acts? How many acts are in the game? 12 acts? How many acts are in the game? Roughly. If we know. Do we know? Five. Okay. Interesting. But it's interesting, I think I really like the sort of consistency of the game. I like that the game had a vision that it was going for and that it really tries to stick with the vision. I really like that. And there's some fun parts to it. Again, if nothing else, it reminded me of the existence of Spycraft, which is tremendously awesome. I'm really surprised that existed in not just abandonware form. And yeah, that's great. Something going to happen. It's a trilogy in 5 parts. Yeah. We'll see. But that was really cool, and I hope people enjoyed watching me play it. That is a game that I can see myself coming back to, although I don't know that it would be the first on my list. It would probably be kind of far down the list, is my guess, because there are just other games that I want to play more. But it's an interesting game that I think kind of fits. I could see that maybe down yeah. Blade Runner question mark. Okay, I'll add that. But this was fun. It was a lot of fun. And yes, as Kilobyte, yeah, And I'm glad that it definitely, as you saw, it captured really well. Thanks. Once I got this this version, again, shout outs to Games Gone Gold and DXWND. It ran fine, so I have no complaints on that score. So, but I want to thank everyone for making this an awesome stream. You folks are great, and I want to thank everyone again for supporting this, the Tales and Tomes for the Forbidden Library Kickstarter. During the time that I was there, we got another $100 or so in pledges, so we are now up to $82.65 with 277 backers. So we are only 23 backers away from these beautiful digital full-color maps, and then we are only about $1,735 away, if I'm doing my math properly, of getting to several new contributors, and there are people that you will definitely want to see. And then that is only going to be, once we get to that number, will only be about $4,000 or $5,000 short of getting full Roll20 integration for this adventure, which would be pretty awesome. And then last but certainly not least, of course, is a short story written by me at the $20,000 level, and we'll have other stretch goals that we'll be adding into that as well. But that's the hopefully the studio will find part 2 of ours playthrough if part 1 goes down well in the Chinese market. You're going to autograph my digital maps. Yes, I will digitally alter it, but I will digitally autograph it for sure. I can autograph your Kindle, Kel, when I meet you face to face. But yes, I want to thank everyone for checking that out. And if you do like this sort of thing, D&D first edition, D&D 5th edition, and you're interested in a library adventure, not a setting, it's a little bit too strong, but a source book, and also an adventure, then that's what you want. Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, which is based on adventures that I've been presenting for the Gen Con Writers Symposium now for several years, and we'll be finishing up that particular arc this coming summer at Gen Con, this coming August. So that is what is basically being published and produced here by Alligator Alley Entertainment. We have a lot of amazing contributors, and we funded earlier today. We funded with 14 days to go, so over the next 2 weeks we'll be focusing on those stretch goals to really make this into as awesome as it possibly can be. And yes, it absolutely has a book Manticore. So I mean, I think that's kind of the only thing you need to know. And if you're interested, you should check it out. Again, it's not just my stuff. There's also source material from people like Ed Greenwood is in this. You'll notice listed. Matt Forback, Kat Rambo, Carlos Hernandez, Mike Underwood, Kenneth Haidt, James Introcaso, just a bunch of people from the game industry, from my friends among the writing community, myself, all of these things tied into this. So it's pretty sweet. The papergraphed Manticore PDF. See, there you go. That's now we see that's exactly right. It's a great list. I was talking about this on the, we did a podcast last night, podcast recording, and Brian Dalrymple, who's the head of this and the head of Alligator Alley Entertainment, was saying that he had never seen a list this good. And he's been in the industry a long time. I've been following role-playing games and things like that for 30 years. I have never seen a list of this level for something like this. And so pretty excited about it, and I'm hoping that's really going to make a big difference, that we can get this. So yeah, I totally should check out Book Manticore Mini. I gotta totally check that out. Yeah, that's sweet. That's sweet. I definitely have to check that out. But that is going to do it for me for this evening, folks. If you want to know more about that, please type in !library. I'll be back to you folks, of course, tomorrow, or I guess later today, I should say, at somewhere around 7 p.m., somewhere between 7 and 7:30 p.m. Eastern for D&D with viewers. We'll be playing some D&D viewers, which should be a good time. And then next week will be on a Tuesday. We'll be doing the gamebook session with Terry Toons of the Murder in the Diogenes Club, and then I will be wrapping up the Thronebreaker. Quick programming note, that's going to be 3:30 to 6:30. Pen and Pixels will be this coming week instead of 4 to 7 because I have an appointment I have to go to at 6:30. So it's going to be 3:30 to 6:30. We're going to wrap up Thronebreaker, which will set us up nicely for the games that we're going to be playing next going forward. So it's going to be awesome. And D&D with viewers is tomorrow between 7 and 7:30. Yes. So you will definitely want to stop by and check that out because it's going to be a good time. And we're going to be talking more about all sorts of D&D things, including a certain Kickstarter, which we'll be involved with as well. Also, thanks. Yay! Oh, cool, Shatter. Maybe you can play with us. Oh, that'll be awesome, dude. I think you played in this with us months ago, I want to say. You played in one of them. Oh God, it must have been the one with the dragon egg and everything, and that was a while ago. So that's going to be great. So yes, definitely stop by. Again, it'll be between 7 and 7:30 p.m. and I would love to have folks there and cheering on their fellow players, and of course actually playing with me. So that'll be a good time, and I look forward to that. And then, as I say, the game book illustration on Tuesday. Slightly earlier start time to Pen and Pixels when we are doing finishing up with Thronebreaker. Thursday will be Emberwind with John Helfers, of course, as GM. And then Friday, Esper Genesis. And then Saturday, believe it or not, again, knock on wood, the full crew of D&D with Infinity and Beyond. So all 6 people will be there, which is hard to believe, but that's as of right now, that's the situation that we'll have. So that will be great. And yes, it is from 7 to 7:30. That will be the case. Okay, that's cool. Like I say, whoever's able to stop by, that would always be much appreciated. But that will be happening tomorrow and not tonight, because tonight this guy is going to bed. We are going to be doing a raid though, and I do want to remind everybody, if you haven't already done so, follow the channel, check out the YouTube with !ArvTube, the Discord with !ArvCord. Don't forget about the shop with !ArvShop. Obviously my Twitter, !ArvTweets. More information about this channel and scheduling and the Curse of Strahd podcast, audio podcast, can be found on arvineleron.com, www.arvineleron.com. As far as stuff besides the Arv shop, of course, there's also the Patreon, which I've talked about quite a bit, sitting at $333.96. And last but certainly not least, of course, the sub button, which is right above your sub window. We had a few people jump back on board today, so I think we're over 40 subs again, which is great. So hopefully we can keep pushing in that direction so that we can get more of those emote slots available. So I hope people can jump on board if they found this of interest. And I also hope that they will find that thing of interest, that Kickstarter. Again, type in !library for more details about that. Yeah, and good luck for Sure Shatter. You crazy guy. No, but seriously, good luck. And, I'm sure that made the training go really well. We're also going to do a raid. And the way that we do raids here is simple. If you are not a sub, you are going to do this. Sorry. Oh, sorry. There we go. Thank you. Arv raid. The Arvanauts have landed. That's if you are not a sub, followed by Twitch raid, lowercase Twitch, uppercase raid. And then uppercase is, then sub raid is what you do if you're a sub. And you do the Arvanauts have landed, followed by Arvin E, all lowercase, uppercase H, lowercase YPE. And that's what you're going to do if you are a sub, but the key is to wait. And I will bring you over there with the power of the auto raid. I will bring you over there as soon as possible once the stream is at its conclusion. So you can stick around for the outro, head over and do the raid, and then head off to bed or wherever you're going to be heading later on this evening. But otherwise, I'm going to see you folks later on Saturday for D&D with viewers. And of course, most importantly right now, please spread the word about the Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library. 8,265, 277 backers is great. We still have 13 days to go, but we got to keep moving on this. So again, please let people know. Push it. Again, those of you who jumped on board with the comments, by the way, thank you. That really helps with KickTrack. So definitely feel free to comment on that as well, because that would be lovely. But I want to thank everyone who made this such an awesome stream tonight. Thank you to my wonderful mods, Aerodinel, Dragonspear, Kilobyte, and Shattermage, of course. Thank you as well to Shattermage for the host tonight and the raid. Thank you to Dragonspear and Aerodinel for finding and sending me the manual, and to Dragonspear for other technical stuff that he has aided me with regarding this game. So thank you, Dragon. I hope I did Blade Runner at least a little bit of justice. Thank you to Echo Alpha X5, Nonstop. Thank you to Ballsteg. Again, welcome to Twitch. And I don't know who you are, but you say that I know you. And so I'll have to see if I can figure out who that is. I meet a lot of people at Gen Con, but thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to Commander Dunsel. Thank you to Luca Thea, Rock God, Snicer Tenu, and Try Guy MD. I know a lot of you have supported the Kickstarter, also supported the Patreon, also obviously subbed to the system. So thank you so much for all of that support. Those of you who support the Patreon, thank you as well. It all matters and it all makes a difference. And thank you. It's never a requirement, but it's always appreciated. Thank you to the... I'm tired, Dragon. I don't even know what other thing you're referring to. What other thing? What other thing is this? What did I not do? What did I not see? You sent me something else? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I don't know, Dragon. So I'll have to take a look. But thanks, Dragon, for whatever you did, because I'm sure it was awesome. Thank you to another, and of course for all the games that he's given me for giveaways. That, of course, is 100% true. Thank you to another TT viewer, Bananaman. Thank you to Commander Root. Thank you to Critical Move, to Critical Varieties. Thank you to Cyphus, to Determinologies. What's up, Determinologies? Thank you to Electrical Longboard, to E Parker. Good to see E Parker again as always. Thank you to Fire Snake Aries. Appreciate the host and raid today, Fire Snake. Thank you, sir. Thank you to Jagtress, to Jonah Sniper, to Karth Kingjin, Mubot, Mr. Mano, Mrs. Dunsel, of course, Nedved. Thank you to Praybenton. Thank you to Stay Hydrated Bot. Thank you to Tade, to you, Christensen, Uncle Elias, of course, as always, V&K, Valerian Gamer, Virgo Praz, and of course, Wenchkin. Thank you all so much. Much love to all of you, and I will see all of you wonderful people soon. Stick around for the raid, and until I talk to you later on Saturday, I will see all of you lovely people then. Until then, be good to each other. Have a good night.
Fresh and new, when it all seemed clear to you, when your aim was straight and true. Were your mind untroubled by the questions in the dark, content to play your part, open pathways to your heart? Were your life untainted by a host of broken dreams, when all your acts were queens, understood all that it means? Could you have understood the way your life was bound? Did you ever wonder how you got from there to now? Oh yes, you're gonna fly away from here, where the sky grows more clear, and you got to